everybody. Welcome back to another Virgo Star Pashko Shaman message. It's a beautiful, cloudy, rainy day out. Ignore anything if I don't look the best or I'm bleeding a little. It's been the weirdest energies. I keep cutting myself shaving. If only I could afford new razors in this artist's life of not having a lot of wealth right now, but it's coming. Oh, I believe. Anyway, I welcome in my spirit guides, my ancestors, the divine source light through me and to this message, please and thank you. You are welcome in here, my angelic friends, family, and give yourself a big hug, because a lot of the time you need it and it feels good. I just find that there's a lot of weird energy happening, of course. Lots of highs, lots of lows, lots of highs, lots of lows. It's like right when I don't know, it just feels like there's a lot of good with the bad, and that's just where we're at right now. I even looked up the spiritual meaning of cutting yourself shaving, and besides shitty razors, it's also has to do with you're releasing, letting go of all the blockages, all the, all that stuff. So, it's a new beginning, things like that, which I'm grateful for. And, things take time, as I keep telling my little sister, who is also going through her own ups and downs. Quick backstory, she just moved with her family to the big city kind of thing, followed all the signs, got a beautiful home, all this stuff, had a job, everything perfectly lined up, and then lo and behold, that job type idea, didn't go through properly. It turned out to be not the best place to be, and I think got shut down and everything. Not gonna give too much details about it, but I'm just saying that, that's some energy out there for sure. And, I just keep reminding her, rejection is protection and redirection. You are the gift, and anyone would be lucky to have you, of course. So stop being so stressed. Just watch for the signs. Let them come to you. I do not ever chase. I only always attract, stuff like that. Things take time. And that's just the way it is, it can seem like a very long time, especially if it happens to be in some of y'all love lives. I'm sure many of you are like, can't I just be a Samantha? And yeah, you can go for it. I wish my morals didn't, anyway. But no, all the power to you, all the power to your journey, all the power to what you're looking for in life. I mean, lots of people get straight into relationships and never get out of them and never even take any time for themselves ever. So, it could be worse. It could be this. It could be that. It doesn't matter. You're on your own path, your own journey. Don't judge. Just be who you are and live this life, because you only got the one life to live before you reincarnate and have to kind of fix it all and do it all again or whatever, right? So just keep being you and keep just knowing that it's a soul journey and it's all meant to be, and you're all a river making your way to that ocean, no matter what paths you take, and it's all going to come together at the end of it all. And hopefully it's a long, healthy, happy life, and just stay blessed and stay golden. Thank you, ancestors. That was a little bit of a ramble. Hope it resonates. Please hit the like and subscribe or leave a comment. I am always willing and open to talk and to chill and to shoot the shit. So, Virgo started with me. But yeah, back to energies. I just find it's been for example, I'm at the point where I'm just done with the job I'm at. I've been there for a very long time. It was great while I had it. It helped me get out of a toxic relationship. It helped me focus a lot of the time on my writing, even though I keep flip-flopping with that. But, art is just rewriting, or the art of writing is rewriting, which is true. And again, time. It seems like it takes forever, but that's the negative side. But then on the flip side, I did recently release a poem, Noches Estrelladas. It means starry night, which most of you or some of you might know. And I think I posted it on my YouTube, so check it out. It's been a long time since I felt like I could write poetry. I used to do it all the time when I was a teenager. I think I've said this in a few other reads, that when I was young, I couldn't keep a journal. I was encouraged by my grandmother, you have a lot of emotions, you should lay it out in a journal. And it's very true. I do my morning pages now every day. Thank you, The Artist's Way. And while I was reading The Artist's Way, it's like certain words kept popping out to me, and I started writing, and boom, a poem just came. And like I was trying to say, I never could keep like a journal, really. It would always turn into poetry, or I would always even just write lyrics of songs I loved because it just made me feel good. Whatever helps. But yeah, it's been a lovely blessing. I posted on the allpoetry.com. I'm not sure where else to really post things. So Instagram here is what it is. If it helps someone out there, enjoy. And that's enough of that. But it felt good to feel like... Sorry, one sec. Okay, I'm good. I thought I might be bleeding still. It felt good to tap back into like an art form that I'm pretty good at. Like I've written a poem for my grandmother with my sister. We're both we love to write and create in that way. We're big spelling geeks, even though lately it's like my brain can't always remember a lot of spelling, but whatever. You just gotta keep reading and get back into it, get in the zone. But yeah, so it was nice to tap in and then push myself to release it and get it out there and just see what happens, So let go, let the creator, let God, let spirit, let your angels take it and do with it what they will. All you could do is be you, and just know that you are enough and you are worthy and you are exactly who you're meant to be, and the rest will follow. But when you feel like you just don't know what to do, like that's the energy as well. I'm like, I want to quit this job. I am so over it. All the signs are there to leave it, but it's like, what do I do next? Where do I go? How do I even get there? When is this money coming in that I need to live? I don't make a lot of money on this job. It literally pays my rent, like barely. And I just want to get out of here, but I know that everything is divinely timed and everything is what it is. Like, I do feel like I was brought here for a reason and a season, but now it's like, is that season up, and how the hell am I gonna peace out? Because I love you, spirit, I love you, family, and well, the lack of friends. Don't really have any friends here, but that's fine. But I just, and I don't want to feel like I'm trying to run away from anything. But honestly, if I could get to Italy and just hang out there and write some books or whatever and just live free and freely, to be me. I've always been a traveler, or in my soul I am. I haven't traveled as much as I wish I did. Just UK, Newfoundland, Vietnam, just a few places. But I would love to, do a legit backpack around the world with my kitty cats. I want to take them too, so that's also money, and I love money. Money loves me. It's a beautiful, beautiful tool to help with my destiny and give back to the world, of course. Um, I'm worthy and deserving. I've just never had it. So bring it on in. And if you want to send any positive blessings my way, I would greatly appreciate that. Yeah, I mean, not everyone has those means, or they grew up in a way where it's like such a block. And I've been doing the best I can to release it all. Even with my bloody tissue papers from cutting my face, I even did a ritual of like releasing this, and it was, do what you gotta do. Be the witch, the Wiccan, the shaman, the magical being you are, and everything, like I said, is happening the way it's supposed to, and it's spirit talking to you, and it's all just a blessing in disguise. You just gotta be patient, you gotta believe, and then you shall receive. And keep taking all the time you can for yourself, when you can. Like, I love to watch old shows and movies and stuff. Like, it really brings me clarity of like just a clarity, but at the same time it can be a distraction, right? So you have to give yourself like, you have to make sure that you're playing a little here, playing a little there, playing a little here. Keep writing, keep reading, keep doing some tarot when you feel like you're called to do it, or even if you don't feel like it. Like right now, I'm like, I don't want to do anything. I am in a good mood, but then I'm also like in a, this bullshit mood. So that just seems to be the energy. I mean, it's just been an interesting few days and a week. And good things are coming. Like, I am next week, this coming Monday, going to take a whole week off, whether I'm broke or not. And I'm going away from here for a while to visit my sister in the big city. And I'm going to meet my long-lost half-brother finally. And it's his birthday coming up, so, surprises there. And I just hope it's a great trip, and I just gotta believe it will be. And, don't let the bastards get you down. I'm just in my head right now. I'm my yoga mat sitting up there. I'm gonna pull it down after this and force my sexy ass to get back into some flow. Gotta release this energy, release this tension, not overthink or feel so lonely. I'm not alone, but there are times I feel lonely. Like, not trying to overshare, but my neighbors upstairs, I mean, 'tis the season, but they seem to be humping away in the living room nonetheless, because thankfully I don't hear anything really, but you do hear the squeaking couch, like, a lot. And you're like, really? Like, come on, people. Like, and I'm not jealous or anything, but like, maybe it's coming my way too. But I mean, I don't know what sign that is, but it's a little bit like, I just want to move, I just don't want to be here. But I don't know. You take from it what you will with that little mini message. I'm not shaming anyone's game. Good on you, wear a condom. But yeah, so I just felt that I should, maybe I'll recommend some books. I haven't read them all yet, but Big Magic, by the Eat, Pray, Love author, Elizabeth Gilbert. I also pre-ordered her next book, something about a river. Should be good. This one I don't love, Shamanism for Beginners, but there's another one called The Shaman Way, which I've been really enjoying. And it's a very old book, and a guy that wrote it on his own journey. So, I'm going to start The Psychic Pathway. I don't know, these are just some ideas. And then, of course, The Artist's Way, the complete edition. Ooh. I'm on week 5. I'm starting that today. We'll see what happens. Even that can get you down a little bit. Like, you want to really commit and be committed and keep doing what you gotta do. But it's interesting how there's like a thing in here where it's like, take yourself on a date. Just get out there, even if it's just $5 at the thrift store. And I'm like, all right, well, I don't think I have even $5 right now. Yeah. What else? The Book of Thoth. I definitely am trying to get into it. Haven't gotten into it. Tarot Made Easy. The best book ever to learn tarot. And I'm still working on it. And then Mindful Shadow Work. As you can see, I got a lot of cards in here. I've even looked at these for a while. Put it out there. It's time. Ask for help. There's no shame here. We're human. And so much more. Open your heart. Let love lead the way. I'm just going to pull these out because they've been in there for a while. I read that one. Step into who you really are. Yeah. But anyway, there's an Alice in Shadowland shadow work meditation you can do, and I love me some Alice in Wonderland vibes. Yeah. I'm just here trying to pick up on this energy and understand it better. And if this reading helps anybody that clicks on this video, I'll say amen. I am a Virgo, Sag rising, Cancer moon, so whoop. And my north node is Aquarius. So air, fire, earth, water. I never really even realized how in alignment that is. Yep. So let the magic in me begin. All right, Spirit, thank you. Sorry, my nose. I have kitty cats. Everyone take a deep, beautiful breath. Hold a crystal if you have one. I have this one. And then I love this one. Even if it's not like a real crystal, I don't know. But it's just so... It's the universe in my mind, so... I welcome you in, angels, spirit guides, ancestors of mine. Let the blessed magic in my bloodline, in my spirit come through. Let all my memories and all my wisdom and knowledge be present so I may receive and give a beautiful message today for anyone that needs to hear it. Ashe, ashe, amen. Love you all. Virgo star. Anyway. That too, I had a weird, not a weird thought. Usually all your thoughts are exactly, they're not weird. You should write about them or talk about them. So before I was going to bed last night, something came to me where I'm still working it out. I'm having a lot of, Atlantean, Palladian, memories or insights. Honestly, so for example, I've been writing this story, this other novel that I just randomly started working on while I was writing my main story. It's like a separate thing, but in the end, I know it's gonna come together. But I just found it so interesting because I was writing about 7 sisters, and I have my own vision of what that means to me, so I'm going to pretty much keep that private for now because I don't know how to really share it. And I know that it's a part of what's in here and here, and it's going on the pages. And I also don't want any outside over knowledge, even though knowledge is power. But sometimes people dive so much into things to get it right, and that's a perfectionist trait that sometimes you need to let go and let God and let source and all that, let the stars, because whatever I'm writing and creating is me and coming from me and my soul and whatever I see or remember or whatever you want to say it is. And anyway, I started writing about these 7 sisters and lore of it and all this and that. And then skip maybe 3 weeks later, last night or the day before, something popped up on, Google about how it's the lunar eclipse or something again. and it also is in alignment with the Seven Sister constellation. And I didn't even know there was a Seven Sister constellation. I swear to almighty heavens above, unless like as a child in Greek mythology I was really listening, but I swear I don't remember anything about it, and I love Greek mythology. And what's even crazier is that there is like a lore and a Greek mythology about these seven sisters and the constellation and all this and that. But when I read this article further, they said that the seven sisters were also like the guides to, I think, an infant Dionysus. And my name is Dion. So I don't know what that all means, but I'm like, I always like loved the Dionysus god, of course, and I just knew he was like the god of wine. And I only liked him because I was like, oh, my name's in there. Too bad this is where I really got my name from, But the heaven spirits above, like, you are blessed with your name for a reason, and I always find that your name really does speak to you. I also find that when people constantly go by a different name, unless it really feels like it's meant to be, but I know many people that have entered my life and they are always like have a fake name. I always find those people are the most lost, or the ones trying to hide who they truly are. So, or even if you shorten your name, like Chris is Christopher, like Christopher, I always think is way more fabulous, especially if you're gay. I'm always like, I'm gonna call you Christopher because that's your gay name, or Michael to Mike. It doesn't matter. Like, you could shorten it, obviously, whatever works for you. But I always love like your full authentic name. And yeah. So anyway, these seven sisters are guides to Dionysus, and I don't know, I've been writing about them just in my, whatever I think they are, not what I read about that they are, but because the article popped up, I did read a little bit about it. I just thought it was so, like, what the hell, kind of attitude, but pretty cool. So, no idea where my journey is going with that, but I will let you know. Anyway, I'm gonna pull a few cards, just try to get like the mood of this energy, spirit. Do you have any guidance to what we are feeling right now, what's going on in my space, as well as whoever is meant to watch this video? Because I just believe that if it's meant for me, it's meant for you. This is a journey for all of us, always. And, we are just here doing the best we can. We don't always get it right, even though we do. Everything does happen in the way it's meant to, divine timing. It is what it is, okay? Just 1 second. All right, I'm back. Sorry, I had to step out for a second. All right, I have 40 minutes on the clock. Let's try and get this reading out. I love this tarot deck, but I do want to keep it as simple as I can. Sometimes you just don't want to read into the tarot, but we'll see. Spirit, 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 I love you so much. Please be with us. Give us some cards to... Oh, they're saying this deck first. Give us some cards to just know what this energy is. Well, there might be someone out there that this resonates with. It's not for your greatest good, not ready yet. Spiritual gift, use it, heal the world. Make a choice, choose the path of the highest vibes, choose yourself. Love is the answer, love yourself. I don't know what the it's not for your greatest good would be, but I mean, it doesn't have to be a bad thing. It could be anything. It could just be me wanting to move, or whatever. It's like, not right now, you know? You need to keep working on your spiritual gifts. I am going to like an artist meeting in a few days, or like a party. I have never I'm just finally going, and you know, artists need other artists. It's like the best way to really find your gifts and talents. So we'll see. I am open to sticking around. I would love to get back to traveling, you know. Oh, and marijuana would help you right now. Meditate and energy. And I have not smoked any marijuana for quite a while because I was inviting in spirit and source, and you know, sometimes I get kind of lost in it. Like, I am really good, and plus money, you know, but I am really good at like staying in tune. I do lo mein mushroom trips, you know. I've been having great stuff. It says, feel the fear, everything will be okay, trust yourself. Whatever you gotta release. That's also why I like to watch like old stuff like Buffy. Lately I've been rewatching The Crown. I rewatched all of Sex and the City again. It's just whatever you need to release it. Like last night I was crying my little eyes out over, of course, the Aberthan episode of The Crown, like those children that got crushed and all that by the landslide. Oh, it was so hard. I just couldn't stop bawling my eyes out. And then, of course, Brittany Bento, she released a video last night too of like bawling her eyes out, crying about like, I'm releasing my old self, stepping into my new self, my funeral. But it's all good energy, all great energy, you know, like whatever helps you release that shit. Even my sister, she's like, I've been crying a lot. I'm like, it's okay. You're just like, and dancing. She's like, I'm just laying it out. And once you do, it's no longer there to keep you blocked or held back. And try to sit and just understand, why am I so emotional? What is it that is in me that I need to pay some attention to? Sorry, I'm getting real emotional there. And sit and write it out, like write some more poetry. Just honestly, a lot of the time, whatever sentence comes into your head, write it down, and then write the next sentence down. And then a lot of the time you can be like, oh, this makes sense. Or I find sometimes when I'm doing my morning pages, because I'm such a stickler for spelling correctly, every now and then I'll like miss a letter, and I'm like, this is effed up. But I've had moments where I take all those letters that I've missed and I put them all out like side by side, and next thing you know, there's a hidden message. It's true. It's true. And then it's a secret surprise. We're gonna end it with that one. Thank you, Spirit. Oh, I don't know if I did read this. A message from your ancestors. Rise above, move forward towards your greatest being. Sometimes I surprise myself because, again, this is what I'm saying. These, like, little messages in the side, I wrote all these cards, but I don't remember writing them. Like, I remember writing parts of them. I don't remember writing all these other little details. That was spirit coming through to me, or my ancestors being like, hey, there's a little bit more to put there. You're gonna love it later. And that's what I'm saying. Like, just believe in your energy. Ooh, because your energy is fabulous. Thank you for that, Spirit. Love you. I've been just doing my best to release and let go and be my authentic self. You know, there's a lot that you go through. Like, I don't drink anymore. I kind of feel like maybe you get so many alcoholic beverages in your lifetime before you're just done with that energy. But I mean, maybe I'll start drinking again one day, because I don't know. I've always been a great happy drunk, but keyword drunk. Like, I don't always have a shut-off valve because of the fact that my mother is an alcoholic, and a lot of I think just, and then my grandfather as well. So it's just like a generational trauma I no longer want in my life or to pass down. And I've definitely had my fun. And again, weed mushrooms, they're also a joy. But I mean, my grandmother's a great socializing drinker and stuff, but I just don't feel the need anymore ever. And it's my birthday soon, and then I'm coming up on the 2-year mark of being sober. So I just don't love the word sober. I think that everyone is just on their own path. And also, I think the word sober really hinders you. It makes you feel like you shouldn't ever pick up a drink again, and that you are gonna break some like, you're gonna cause some horrible destruction if you stop. I think that's just crazy. Like, if you haven't drank for a long time and you want to try and be social again, all the power to you. I'm not going to judge you. I know, though, that within myself that I will, I won't chastise myself or anything, but I know that if it gets out of hand again or whatever, that I would totally just be like, all right, well, time to reset yourself once again, time to just be proud of yourself for how far you've come. Even if it was just like one night of crazy partying and then I like woke up, I'm like, oh my God, why did I do that to my body, my soul, my spirit, my mind, Drink in moderation for sure, but if you feel like shit after doing so, and you just don't beat yourself up, just get back on track. Like, we're human, okay? And there's a lot of corruptive things out there trying to encourage you to, pick up the bottle again and blah, 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 and whatever. Just like Sex and the City, and just like that episode, Miranda, she like throws the fucking thing in the sink. I thought it was the best scene. And again, I'm all like, go for it if you want. But at the same time, when she was like holding the liquor bottle and she's like, bah! I was like, good for you, And I think that was just like a spirit confirmation, and even for me to be like, yeah, just keep going. Like, you have come so far. And, I really don't care to drink. I think in the future, it's really going to be not a big thing, but it is what it is. I mean, we might have needed it one time. It was it is a great unhindering factor. I don't know, whatever. You know what I'm trying to say. But no shame. Not everyone is an alcoholic. And there's, again, just like dating, there's so many people out there that, thank you, Spirit. There's so many people out there that, that have never experienced fun because they were in school all the time, or a relationship, or they just grew up very, I want to say Christianized and whatever, like very influenced and not always in the best ways. And then finally they break free and they get to experience it. I mean, we all deserve having fun and partying and whatever. And I'm all for that too. Safe spaces though. And again, all the date rape and all that, like, peace be with you. Like, goodbye, no more. It's so annoying. Like, that also might be a factor. It's like how toxic is alcohol if that's like the thing that you can blame it on, or the way that people get away with, I can date rape them because I can just claim that they were drunk, Ugh, horrible. So I do not welcome that energy in anymore, motherfuckers. Yeah, okay. Was that my little spiel on that? Maybe. Thank you, angels of mine. Oh, I love you. Okay, so I pulled the plunge card, and I pulled King Tide, and at the bottom of the deck was Planetary Wave. So we're gonna go with those beautiful cards. Hopefully you've saw them. If not, oh well. Well, maybe I'll just put them back up there one more time, in case it didn't focus enough. They're nice to see. All right. La 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 la. And funny enough, of course, through spelling or whatever, but plunge was the first card, and planetary wave is the last card. And in the book, They're side by side. So plunge. Don't hold back. It's time. Go for it. Dive in. Don't falter as you approach the water. Dive right on in. Head first. Don't resist. You've been working for this for a long time. You're ready. Go for it. The answer is yes. This is a card of confirmation and clarity. Thank you, angels, and God, and Spirit, and Source, and the Creator. It's an invitation to take the plunge and say yes. If you're someone who prefers to wait for permission or a timely invitation, you could consider this card's message just that. There are times for waiting, for restoring, and for repairing. This is not one of those times. It doesn't necessarily mean that you feel completely prepared or fully confident. Those who dive in rarely do, but their attachment to resistance becomes less than their desire for new. I'm definitely in that energy right now. I love a good rainy day. I'm always like, you need to write, you need to write, you need to write. And it's a beautiful promise to myself, but then your brain is like, meh, maybe I'll do it tomorrow. Meh, maybe I want to watch some more of this and that. Meh, maybe I'll focus on a different artistic thing. And that's fine, but probably what your soul purpose is needing from you right now, you're kind of neglecting. So follow your soul, and just, there's probably many signs that your angels do that, you know, if something pops up, if a word comes through, or whatever, that they're trying to get you back on track. You should just sit and do it, because you don't have to do it forever. You just have to sit and start and see what happens, what magic you create from it. You could sit there and do 20 minutes of pages. You could sit there and do 2 hours. It doesn't matter. Everything will add up, but stop haltering and keep flowing, because as you keep flowing, it's eventually going to be finished. And then you're going to be like, holy shit, I'm done. Thank you. And you also release that energy. Whatever you're trying to get out through singing, painting, writing, whatever it is, get it out of you so you no longer have to hold on to that ever again. Like the second I do these videos, or the second I read something or write something, it's like poof, kind of gone. You almost forget until you go back and rewrite and whatever, but it only gets more beautiful after that. It's like you see the toxic stuff that you kind of put out on the page, and then you go back through it and you find the beauty in the message as well, and hopefully that comes through as well. Just like art, you know, you kind of paint something and then you're not sure, and then you see different things, and then you paint more, and boom. And it started at one place, ended somewhere else. You know, it's the journey. It's meant to be journeyed and enjoyed, and that's also life. So don't be stuck at this certain job or this certain whatever. Like, keep going, keep having as many jobs as it takes, as many experiences as it is. It doesn't matter what it is. Go be a beekeeper for a month. Go be a sheep herder for a day. Like, it doesn't, you know, just do it. You never know who you're going to meet and what you're going to learn from it and where it's going to take you. There are times for waiting, for restoring, and for repairing. This is not one of those times. It doesn't necessarily mean that you feel completely prepared or fully confident. Those who dive in rarely do. But their attachment to resistance becomes less than their desire for the new. Maybe this is what's been happening for you. If you don't feel ready, remember that so-called giant leaps are rarely that in reality. If you don't feel ready, remember that so-called giant leaps are rarely that in reality. In most cases, there are hundreds, if not thousands, of baby steps taken day after day in the direction of a dream. Whatever it is that you most desire, the signs are pointing you in that direction. Now take a deep breath and a great big run up and take the plunge. Sometimes it's just so wonderful. If you can't take a plunge literally, do it in your mind. I ran off a cliff and I let myself fall like Pocahontas, and then once I dove in the water in my mind, I smiled. So thank you. Soul inquiry. If you weren't worried about it not working out, what would you plunge right into now? Exactly. What would you plunge into if you weren't so stressed about the who's and what's and where's and when's, which was the beginning of this entire message? So the energy, thank you. It's coming. It makes sense in the end, you know? I love magic. Whatever you want to call it, I love to call it magic. There's other people out there that are trying to say it's not this, it's not that, or whatever, and it's like, whatever you believe, you believe. Whatever you want to pray to, you pray to. I think all of it is one thing. It doesn't matter what it is, where it comes from, whether it be religion, witchcraft, tarot, science, your brain, your ancestors. Like, to me, whatever is coming through your soul is all meant to all coexist and then all come together when it's meant to. You know, it all makes sense in my mind. Okay, King Tide. Plenty, prosperity, receiving the fullness of life. Ashe, amen, please, angels of mine, I welcome it in. An especially high tide that occurs several times a year when the moon is either new or full and is closest to the earth in its monthly orbit. The king tide swells the waters of the world. For some reason, I'm thinking of like a woman's womb and her monthly. The king tide is a time of plenty and abundance. It's a time when everything seems to be at its fullest and most alive. This card delivers a message of receiving all that you've created, of opening yourself up to truly enjoy the bounty of where you are while it's here. Like in summer, when the days are at their longest, our energy seems to be at its fullest. We're encouraged to embrace all of life with open arms, to receive wholly and fully while we can. Perhaps you've been working toward this moment for a very long time. This is your reminder to enjoy it while it's here, to welcome all the knocks on your door, to experience all that life has to offer you right now. This is the card of full blooming flowers and the season of summer. Enjoy the fruits of your labor, lie on the soft grass and take in the view. Do what you love and what makes you come most alive. Relish everything about this moment. I also love relish. Now I want a hot dog. I love being a homo, just saying. Relish everything about this moment. What you're longing for is ready for you to embrace it. Be ready to receive. Receive. I am open to receive, spirit. Sometimes that's all it takes. You just gotta scream it out to the world. I also, so a happy note is like, while having like an okay day at work, I love like my job and what I do because it involves helping people. I do love it, but my soul is like, I'm over it, you know? And I could help so much more and be making so much more financial gain, I bet, and whatever. And it's not about money, but it's useful. And I love to give back and stuff. So, but after that, I got to go enjoy like my nephew's first birthday, and then his older brother. It started pouring rain outside, and I was the only one that was like, hello, you can go running outside in the rain. And I did with him. It was just so fun and freeing, and I just love I love those thank you. I love those memories, you know, that I'm gonna have forever and that he's gonna have forever, and, you know, just doing cartwheels in the rain. And then my little brother afterwards, his father went out and started running outside with him. So I hope, you know, that those are just something that they share forever. And then, you know, when his little brother's big enough, he can teach him that too. So, you know, it all just, whatever. Soul inquiry. What have you been working toward? How can you open yourself up to receiving it more fully now while it's here? while it's here, baby. And then the final card is Planetary Wave. Sorry, confirmation burp. A soul mission, trusty inner call, soul team. Your soul chose to come into this body, on this planet, at this moment, in this time. You didn't come here on your own. You are part of a larger soul team. Sometimes it can feel as if it's just you in this thing, all alone. But that couldn't be further from the truth. You're one droplet in a vast ocean of consciousness, here to flow with life. You're being called to trust the current of your own river and to answer the call deep within. Take off the weight of responsibility that you need to travel this life on your own. Call in the ones who get you. Realize that you are part of a larger team. You are but one thread in the great tapestry of life. Your mission is clear. Keep doing what you're called to do. You'll never know the full impact that your being here on this planet will have and is already having. Keep trusting the call deep within. The more you embrace who you truly are and surrender to the flow with the current you're being called to, the easier it will be for your people to find you. Like two rivers that meet and remember that they're made of the same things. You're not alone in your calling. That might be a message that your soulmate is about to run into you. Or just a best friend, or, someone you would consider family, for the rest of your life. Healing water affirmations. I trust my inner calling and play my part in the greater plan. Thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. I love magic. Yes, I do. Just kidding. All right. Can we get a card for... Funny, I kind of knew that there would be a few. I like to read in, have everything the right way, and then, of course, when it's meant to fall out upside down, I suppose I will take it. But I love seeing the right side up way, but that's just another hindrance in your mind, being like, oh no, it's not correct, it's upside down. But I mean, hello, a lot of the time I love this card. I just do. It's so beautiful. And it's only the Two of Cups. It's so beautiful. I love it. Where was I saying? I was just saying, a lot of the time, a card that you might not even like is upside down, and then there you have it. It's the opposite, right? So you gotta take it. 1 minute, I'll be right back. Another random thought side share is if you do have mushrooms and stuff, and you're just like not sure, or you don't want to go on a big crazy journey, because a lot of the time you think you gotta take so many, and then it's like, and it's not bad, but at the same time, especially if you do it alone, I find that I'll just, if it feels like that, like it'll come to me, be like, oh, maybe I should do some mushrooms. I find that I'll take just whatever little bit that I feel seems right to me. It doesn't matter. And even if nothing happens, and like a stem and a cap and whatever, maybe one or two, it doesn't, if they're small, I have a few small ones and then a few big ones. Anyway, I'll like just take them and I'll be like, okay, mushrooms, because you gotta talk to them. I'll be like, mushrooms, please, no crazy visuals today. Just let me feel the energy. Let me just feel it. I don't want to be out of my body too much. I don't want to be seeing things. I just want to enjoy this. And I also believe that mushrooms are like the secret messengers of the heartbeat of the earth. And that's, that's why you could see the matrix stuff. Like, I always say, when you see your phone and you can't even type and you can't even, like, to me, my phone goes 2D. Like, it's like, it's not what I always remember holding and being on when I'm in my regular 3D life. But suddenly it's like very flat, very 2D, very like, ugh, I don't even want to touch it. I don't even like being on my phone when I'm on mushroom high, because it's all like a fake reality, and it's just the truth coming through, like through your eyes. And also, we are a beautiful plant system within ourselves. We share so much DNA, even with marijuana, which is why we probably feel so much more connected and vibrant and whatever the case. It's all healing plants, it's all just the magic being unlocked within your own self. And anyway, my point is, just trust and ask them to not take you too far out of your mind. And a lot of the time, I'll just feel the energy of it, and I'll know, and I'll just listen. I like to meditate more, I think, when I am on a decent level with them. I'll play with my kitty cats more, of course. Or sometimes if you really feel like you want to take a nap, I mean, you can. I always get really sleepy lately when I take a few mushrooms. So I don't know what that's all about, but yeah. And if you don't like the taste, if you don't like the ill feeling, you can crush them up in a grinder or whatever, and put them in hot boiling water and your favorite tea, and then add lemon, like a fresh lemon slice, and some juice, and then add some ginger. Ginger is great for you in general, so make your own like ginger lemon tea. And the ginger and the lemon stops you from feeling sick, and also the high goes straight to you immediately. And always be in the mind frame that a trip can be about 4 hours, but if you don't take too many, it could just be 2 or something. And it doesn't have to be crazy. Like, don't think it's always like a psychotic adventure unless you want it to be. And make sure that you set great intentions, that you're gonna either be safe wherever you are. Always, if you can, be with nature, because that's where you're truly going to be spoken to if you're on a journey like that. I always like worry that, I'll be far away and on a crazy trip and can't find my way home, even though it's not like that. But you can't let that fear come into you, or else like it could like make your trip not the greatest. But I just believe Leonora Grace Bright's with me because she was always the best mushroom trip like person, bestie that you would call, and she just knows that shit on the top of her soul. So she is a soul sister now, always, and I just always believe that she's with me. So last time I actually went out, I had a beautiful, I said this before, a different read, but I had a beautiful like sit down by the water in the grass. I had amazing music playing. I was all just connecting. I even shut my eyes. No one bothered me. No one cared. Even if I looked like a silly person sitting alone by myself, I literally like saw amazing visuals in my mind, not even on the outside. Things got a little vibrant. And then I just knew when it was time to go home as well. And I think I was out there for like a good 2 hours. And then it takes me like, I don't know how long to get home, maybe 20 minutes, half hour. And then right after I got home, it's like then I started seeing some visual stuff, and it was like the perfect time to play with my cats because they're so fluffy and free in that way and whatever, and cute fun. I'm thinking of Leo. And I just thought it was so interesting that I didn't trip out when I was out and about, and my body and my mind and my soul like allowed me to trip more when I was in the safety of my home. So, if you just believe and ask them to be gentle with you, they will. There is a message. Now, Spirit, what is the Magician at the bottom of the deck? Gotta pull that. Our little fairy godmother. Thank you. Am I your fairy godmother today? I think so. Ding! I love being who I am. Too many cards, Spirit, too many. We'll do that again. They're beautiful cards. It's so hard because a lot of the time I'm like, I want to keep them all. All right. I'm just gonna go with that then. We have the Magician, the King of Wands, which is like a beautiful, almost like a phoenix, but it's also like looks like a it's like a phoenix peacock. I love me a peacock. The Wheel of Fortune, which is wonderful. I'm actually working on a poem right now about a spider, and that again came to me out of the blue. So I'm still piecing it together. I write really interestingly when it comes to poetry. Like things come and I just write sentences. I even was telling Spirit, I was like, can you please stop? This is so much writing. It's gonna be like a humongous poem. It's more like a storybook. It could be. And I kind of just have all these like sentences, and then I go through and like a spider web, I like piece them together. I'm like, oh, this is the first line, will be the second, this will be the last, la 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 la, and then boom, it kind of happens. The Empress, it was the only card upside down, but we'll see. I don't know. The Ten of Cups, I think, is gorgeous. The High Priestess, Queen of Coins. That was actually the first card I kind of saw, but I pulled it later, so whatever. And then the Sun. And we all know Ra, and the Sun is apparently the best card in the deck, and it's the last one I saw, so that's also why I was like, okay, I'll just keep them. I'll just read out this book, because a lot of the time I love when people have their own interpretation, and this is sort of like a really cute fairy tale kind of book. And yeah, I'll be talking a lot, but if you're here still, as some other tarot readers say, you're a real one. My Virgo star shines, I love you. Or just my star shines, you know. I believe we're all a star dust and a star within our heart. And that's your true self, your true soul. And never let it go, baby. You know who you are. Doesn't matter what everyone else tries to tell you, who to be, what to be, where to be, how to be. You know you are right about yourself. Because only you know you, for real. No one knows your mind and your heart truly. They have their own to fucking deal with. So I love the saying, what other people think about you is none of your business. Unless they're like a true gifted friend, there is just, you know, but still. So the Magician, I just see, you know, magic is on its way. You're stepping into your truest, greatest self, your power. Your fairy godmother ancestors have you, and they love you, and just good things. So, and then we have the Peacock, the King of Wands. The Sun is in there, of course. You know, your sun is coming from your moon and your star power. You're going to shine brighter than you ever thought possible. There's even little hearts along the tail. So, you know, like love, connection, spirit, source. And you are the peacock. You are the phoenix. Your tears that you shed are healing. Just like in Dumbledore, Harry Potter, right? You've got this. All you needed was to believe it. And then the Wheel of Fortune. I just love that they seem so happy up there with their spider web and all that. In my poem, it's all about how a spider's web is like every string and every line is important. It's all a gift from source. It doesn't matter what direction you take, it's all going to lead you back to the web. And also, you can't unspin your silk, baby. So remember that your life is your web and it's all on you. Like, whatever choices you make, whatever you do, it's your web, honey. You gotta, like, live with it, and it will all come back to you in the end. So be your best self. Just be your best self. Be better, do better. And just be proud. Be proud of your creation. No matter what, be proud of what you created, because what you create is meant for this universe, this world, this everything, to hopefully you're giving back and you're going to help anybody out there, one person out there, doesn't matter. Just as long as you believe in your heart that this is what you're meant to do, then do it and see what happens. It might not happen right away, obviously. Things take a lot of time. Look how many old artist songs come out years later, and then they get or years before, and then years later they finally get recognition. It just is. The Empress reversed. I'm seeing it as you don't need to keep praying anymore. You don't need to keep asking and asking and asking the whens, the whys, the hows, all that stuff. You need to just release it and let it be, because your angels, the creator spirit, yourself has got you. You've done everything that you need to. And I'll read it upright too, because I know it's a beautiful card. But you really are doing everything that you can do. And sometimes you need to relax and just let it be and let it go and see what happens afterwards. Don't let your perfectionist mind go back in and try and change it all and think you can do it better or different. You just nailed it the way and in the way that is meant to. And now it's time to just get back to creating more beautiful work or pieces of art, and let what you have already created just shine, and allow it to shine. Allow yourself to shine. Allow yourself to be proud, and allow yourself to just not be so in your head about it. Just be the observer this time. Sit back and try to let your own messages come to you. If you did a tarot reading and stuff, allow your self one day to sit down and listen to your own reading and see what you get back from yourself. Hello. Love it. 10 of Cups coming through. I think it's so lovely. I love the Little Mermaid aspect of it all. It's like a rainbow of top. I love rainbows, of course. Gay homo me. A family with a baby. See, you're birthing your art. You're birthing your creations of your existence. Or you might have a family and a real baby one day, and all your family and your ancestors, those are your ancestors. They are so deeply proud of you, and they helped you get there, and they are just so glad to see you happy and see you feel the fulfillment, feel the gratitude, feel proud, feel grateful. I said gratitude, but just feel everything you knew in your soul that you wanted, or that you were hoped for, prayed for, wished for. Your 10 of Cups is here. It's coming. It's right around the corner. Go watch Little Mermaid. Maybe she'll bring you some joy. High Priestess, very Jasmine-esque. See, right, she's sitting there reading. She's relaxing. She's trying to just sit with the moon, sit with the energy, sit with the ancestors. And she's not going to overdo it right now. She's going to just bask in herself. She's going to read her books. She's going to take in her knowledge, the books I showed you, right? She's going to let her creations speak for themselves. She's exhausted. She's tired of all the overthinking. She's just going to relax and enjoy the moment and be who she is, and just be grateful for every moment that she has in this time on this earth while we have it. Queen of Coins. Your wealth is coming. Queen recognizes Queen. Beautiful child. Oh, and there's a snake all around it. If you can see the snake, I love that. The snake, is a rebirth. It's stepping into who you are finally or fully, or you're shedding your old self and you're becoming that beautiful kundalini snake that you are. Go do a kundalini meditation. I always find it such a beautiful, helpful one. You truly do feel and see like a snake of your own. Like mine, I think, is blue, and with probably some pink, and it wraps around your spine, and you can feel it come out of your head. And I always see mine slither off into the stars, into the universe. I never even really know what it fully means. The meditation is great. So I recommend that. And yeah, just allow your Queen of Cups to step on in. Like, she's got the money, and believe that you're deserving of it. And believe that, also really in nature and in earth. Like I said, mushroom trip, nature, earth, all that stuff. Just, it's beautiful. The snake has the most amazing, authentic, tribal arts of work all over it. So your ancestors, your soul tribe, your creation through that. And again, your sun behind you. And stepping into your sun. Life complete, life fulfilled. Just kidding. But I'm also, that's making me think of you'll confess your sins and you're cured. Which is true. Like, if you have a story to tell and you've always been scared of it or ashamed of it or thinking it's not worth telling, it is. Like, you should tell it and release it so it doesn't hurt you anymore or affect you anymore, but realize that it will be manifested and created into something beautiful, a piece of art. Your trauma becomes your art, becomes your release, and it becomes something beautiful for someone else. And that's all we can fucking hope for. Fucking men, Jesus Christ Almighty, Mary, Joseph, and Mary Magdalene, girl, we love you. We love you. You're not a whore. You're not a whore in my eyes. You were Jesus's wife, for crying out loud. Like, how dare the Bible try to strip her of her powerful being that she was and make her just some trollop. Like, men. Like, all you ever want is to control and to redirect us into a sinful way, even though it preaches that it's not sin. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I don't fucking need to get into that. But what's cool is that around the sun it looks like a snake. Your path is here. You've got I'm not wearing it right now, but your Egyptian Ra, I can't remember what it's called. It looks like a symbol of life. I can't remember what it's called, but it's that Egyptian symbol necklace vibe. It looks like a cross, blah, blah, blah. You're just, the sign is the best in the deck. This is you now. You are a morphed being of angelic, star power, alien, whatever you think you are, being, all your past lives all wrapped into a beautiful bow. You've let go of all the traumas that you have endured, and you are now your most godly self. You are a god now. You are a figure that your soul was becoming and wanting to become, and you've stepped into your power, your sun, your Ra, your beauty, your creation of who you truly are. You are finally there, and you're ready to just now live this life and its journey with gratitude and love and peace and harmony and balance and and everything that you deserve and are worthy of. And funny enough, it's 8 cards. 8 is a beautiful number. Also, spiders, like I said, 8 legs, 8 eyes, gifted. Like, everything has a symbolism. So, whatever speaks to you. That is my interpretation of it all. And then now I have a few minutes, so I'll try my best to give you the story behind each card from the book. So Magician, funny enough, is the number 1 in the book. Oh no, yeah, it is. Oh, and I love this because, yeah, anyway. The Fairy Godmother, France. French fairy tale. The magician is a helping hand. She has the ability to change raw materials into something wonderful and dreaming into doing. But she is only the helping hand. It is up to the protagonist, your negative brain, it's up to the protagonist to use her support moving forward to do the right thing. Originality, self-confidence, skill, a breakthrough, resourcefulness. And then we had the King of Wands. Which is the last card in the book, right? So we got number 1, and then we got the last one. The Phoenix, East Asian mythology. The King of Wands is a symbol of strength. The legend of the Phoenix spans many cultures, but in all of them, the Firebird represents nobility, rebirth, strength, and loyalty. Honesty, passion, leadership, charm, flexibility. Then we had the World. The Wheel of Fortune, sorry. Anansi, Ghana, Akan mythology. The Wheel of Fortune is endlessly turning, spun by a trickster god. What was once luck is now misfortune. What was hopeless is now joyous. Interesting. These acts may seem random, but all fates are part of an interconnected web of repercussions. Fortune, an unexpected windfall, karma, destiny, cycles. It is what it is. It all, the ups and downs, like it really will. Keep a positive mind and it will flow together the way it's supposed to be. Remember, rejection is just protection and redirection. Whatever bad comes in or negativity comes in, keep yourself in check. Be like, that is not my energy. These negative thoughts are not for me. I release them, let them go. Please bring in the truth and the light and the love. And then, just keep on believing in yourself. And then the Empress. Our Lady of Guadalupe, Mexico Catholic saint. The Empress is a loving and protective mother. She cares and wishes to defend all of her children, even if a mother's love can sometimes be smothering. The world feels bright and everything blooms around her. Fertility, nurturing, accomplishment, nature, abundance, and in reverse, feeling undesirable, anxiety, lack of concentration, smothering, selfishness. Interesting. Well, I still take it that you're releasing that you no longer feel smothered, you no longer feel held down by yourself. So, however you want to interpret it, I leave it to you. You are the magical being of your own life. 10 of Cups. Timbo Tree, Paraguay, Guarani legend. The 10 of Wands. Oh, sorry. My bad. 10 of Cups. Jolnar the Seaborn, Persia, Arabic folk tale. Arabic folk tale. The 10 of Cups represents true emotional and spiritual fulfillment. After many hard trials, Jolnar finds a happy, loving husband and has a child. It could be a gay guy too, just saying. Her brother rises from the sea. which often represents the subconscious, to congratulate her and celebrate her newfound life. Upright harmony, reunion, security, domestic bliss, found family. Lovely. The High Priestess. Sherazade, Turkey Arabic folktale. The High Priestess is a keeper of vast knowledge, with a story for every situation. Sherazade asks the listener to focus on what their subconscious tells them, encouraging them to form their own conclusions. Her power is vast yet subtle. Her answers always mysterious. Wisdom, intuition, dreams, meandering, and enigma. And that goes into the card before it, your subconscious brother coming up. Ooh, I just got like a very interesting vibe. Like a, I don't know, like a dizziness, but in a good way. Interesting. Must be magic. But yeah, it comes through as like, you gotta listen to your subconscious too. You know, the magic is in there. I'm running out of time. All right. And then we step into our Queen of Coins. Warramaranganja. Sorry if I mispronounced that. Northern Australia, Gunwingu deity. The Queen of Coins is an eager mother ready to bring new life. Warramurangunju has traveled the world blessing her many children or pieces of work and art creations. Blessing her many children. She is always moving, loving, and ever practical. She teaches her children now how to help themselves. A healer, luxury, being, grounded, practicality, movement. Beautiful. Just stepping into your role, your leadership, your power. And like I said, the final card is the Sun. And funny enough, the star to the moon to the sun. We are stars. We are like connected deeply with the moon, of course, and then we step into our sun. It's like I'm seeing when the ship of Pirates of the Caribbean flips and you're now on the other side of yourself. We'll always be a star and love the moon, but we are now, because the stars aren't with the sun really. I guess they are in space. They are. But on a planet, it doesn't feel like they are. But anyway, you're flipping into your sun role. Sun god Ra, Egyptian deity. The sun is success, birth, confidence after passing through difficult times. Egyptian sun god Ra proves everything is illuminated with optimism and enthusiasm for the path ahead. Satisfaction, accomplishment, joy, luck, vitality. And again, I didn't even want to take all these cards, right? I was like, I don't want to. And then lo and behold, it all lined up. There was 8 of them. It all makes sense. I love it. I'm so grateful and thankful, Spirit, for your magic, your blessings, all the bloodlines, magic that you pass down through me. I love being a gifted star child. I love being a shaman-esque person. Like, I'm only just stepping into all that. I love the way I talk. I love the messages I bring, the spirit I have. I love my soul. I love my life, regardless of where I'm at in it. And every day is a blessing to be had. Every moment is precious, especially with your elders. If you have grandparents still and all that, take the time to learn and be with them, hear their stories, just sit with them, help them out, get out of your vehicles and help them carry things, like stopping on your phones. It's so annoying. Be respectful. Like, they're all you get for how many lifetimes, you know? Or for how long in this lifetime, that's what I meant to say. Give to the mind and it gives back. The mind, inspiration, mood cycle. I think that's something to keep. And then Spirit, do you have any others? It's also 23, which is a 5, if that means anything to anyone. That might be the only card. All right. Anything else? No? Oh, almost. Anything? I think that in my brain, it's like, no, that was us trying to close it. Trust yourself. Thank you, thank you. There was a card hidden underneath, says, it's a number 9. It says, your energy is valuable, protect it well, the Protectress Strength Boundaries Amulet. So maybe I'll read that one too. And then how fitting for the reading, the sun at the bottom of the, there. Maybe I'll read that one too at the very end. So I'm going to do this one, and then the mind, and then the sun. Okay? And I opened it up to the mind. So maybe I'll read that one first. The mind. Inspiration, mood cycle, reciprocity. Reciprocity. Affirmation spell. I take care of my mind, and it takes care of me. Blessed be. Ashe, 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 amen. 23. The scientist, mental clarity, brain power, and peace. If we want to brighten the mind, then we must feel it light. Then we must feed it light. The mind is a delicate and, ironically, powerful center. It is fragile in the sense that it wants its owner to be gentle and kind to its needs. Only then can it be an awakened and healthy force. To be strong, the mind must be nourished in ways that best suit it. Not every mind has the same mental appetite. It must be treated with reciprocity and respect. We cannot expect so much from it when we are not giving it something of equal value in return, right? So eat healthy. Don't be so stuck in TV land, read a book, write a poem. We cannot expect so much from it when we are not giving it something of equal value in return. The mind card is about mental health, creative stimulation, do some yoga, inspiration, and thoughtfulness. The artist must create. The scientist must experiment. The monk must meditate. The shaman must chant. I do sing a lot. I just not ever, Anyway. I've been wondering if I should attempt to do a light language and sing whatever comes to mind and release a video, but we'll see. The explorer must explore. We all have pieces of these archetypes within us. There is a cycle of inspiration. We must nurture them or else the artist will get depressed. The scientist goes stark raving mad. The monk lose their peace. The shaman's connection with spirit weakened, and so on. Without the proper nutrients, they cannot flow or grow. Pulling the mind card can also be a positive omen that a bright, creative, and intelligent time is coming. Hooray! That you have been putting all of this into practice. And your mind is sparkling and brimming with mental growth, new ideas, and clarity. This can be a time of stimulating momentum and strokes of brilliance in your life. Take advantage of it and continue to treat your mind with the utmost respect and love. Manifestation Enhancer. What works for your unique mind? What would you like more of from it? And what will you feed your mind for more of it? Write down a list to remember and stick to it. Ask yourself what helps and what hinders. You may already know, but haven't been acting upon it, or you may want to experiment more. The mind holds so much potential if we learn what's best for it. Nice. The Protectress is 9. The Protectress. Strength, boundaries, amulet, inner child. Affirmation spell. I am spiritually and energetically protecting myself. I am spiritually and energetically protecting myself. And so it is. Your strength and self-magic are desired and admired by people who unconsciously or consciously seek to leech this energy from you, as they have not cultivated it within themselves yet. They don't mean this maliciously. They live filled with fear and insecurity, while you are in a space of self-trust and connection. They have not yet overcome certain obstacles as you have, or received the inner gifts that come with that. Peace be with them until, Be precious with your energy, which fuels your peace, creativity, dreams, life, ideas, happiness, etc., and set fierce boundaries. Energy is a high form of currency, just as time is, and must not be wasted on insignificant things or undeserving people. This can create stagnation. Your heart is very open right now, but you also need to balance the balance of your mind. Do some breath work. 10 minutes a day, 20 minutes a day. Look up Breathe with Sandy. He's cute and he is gifted. Use both tools for full activation. You have gained a lot of strength and love for others, but this doesn't mean you need to tap into that reservoir so often, warrior of light. Your spirit needs rest, play, joy, creation, and time to just be. This is where it thrives. Protect your soul's need for a childlike play and rejuvenation. Protect your inner child. Go dance in the rain. Let them pick flowers and daydream instead of having to only be the strong one. Sometimes others can unintentionally cast curses when they have feelings of jealousy toward us. Again, they don't mean this maliciously. They are in a space of lack and scarcity, where the ego convinces us that there isn't enough. There may be someone who you need to protect yourself from, whether spiritually, psychologically, or energetically. Not to worry, you can easily do this. Harness protective amulet energy. An amulet or talisman is an object, either natural or man-made, endowed with special powers, to protect or bring good fortune when kept near. This necklace literally is a coin, an English coin, and I did like a spell of like trying to unblock all family and ancestral ties to scarcity within money and stuff in your life, or my life, and then you do this ritual and then it gets blessed, and then now it's a talisman and you just keep it near. Manifestation enhancer. Ask your ancestors in spirit for protection. Visualize a radiant aura creating a protective field force around you, inside which no negative energy may affect your being. Create your amulet by encoding this intention within a crystal and keep it with you for a while. Simply hold it in your hands, close your eyes, and set the intention. Visualize it glowing with the power to protect your energy. Spiritual practices can take care of the metaphysical aspect, but you must take care of the physical realm. It is your responsibility to set firm and, if needed, fierce boundaries. Fierce girl. Even if it makes you uncomfortable or your voice shake. Be especially protective around your me time and emotional energy. Lovely. And then the sun. I'm not sure where it is. Give me a second. Sun is page 44, if that resonates with anybody. 4-4 is an 8. See how things line up, even when you don't think they will at the moment. And an 11. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Jupiter. Thank you, 1111. We receive this magic and these blessings. The sun, manifestation power, masculine energy, 1111. I trust in my power to manifest my desires for my greatest, highest good, and also the greatest good of all. We love you. We thank you. We're grateful and thankful. Spirit, angels, ancestors, our guides, our team, our everything that we are, our star power within us. We are so grateful and thankful. Keep us protected and safe in this space and this energy, and allow our creations to come into fruition through us, and for, again, the greatest good of all. Now is the time for you to fully realize that, just like the sun, you are a powerful creator. Trust in this fiery and passionate energy that exists within your deepest core. We are all reflections of nature and possess qualities of the sun, characteristics of the ultimate potential of the healed masculine yang energy. Are you tapping into the center of unlimited creative power, energy, and power? It's available to you. Now is a potent time for you to take physical and metaphysical action on your desires. They are moving closer to you. Stop overthinking and overanalyzing. And the sun is coming out. The sun will come out today. Yeah, boo-boo. You like Daddy singing? Oh, thank you. You're so sweet. Feel, embody, express. Sounds fitting. If you have pulled this card, it could be a sign that you have been harnessing your yang energy and the fruits of your labor are very ripe. You have done well, and it's time to trust in your efforts. You have balanced your energies of masculinity and femininity, and it has unlocked so much power within you. When yin and yang are unedited, the power of creation is in your hands. Manifestations are coming. Solar deities such as the Egyptian Ra, meaning sun, have been worshipped since antiquity. Ra was known as the self-sacred one who embodied the life-giving sun. Symbolically, many yogis do sun salutations on waking every day, an energizing sequence of poses that honors and imitates our star. We're all a star, and the sun is the biggest star. What are you doing, Bobo? And, yeah, blessed be thy fruit. Manifestation Enhancer. Take some time to invite and channel this power into your existence. Face toward the sun and deeply breathe its pulsating force into your being. Hold this breath while you visualize and feel your mind, body, and spirit radiating with invigorating energy, sparkling, energizing, and electrifying you all the way to your fingertips. When you're ready to exhale, feel fatigue, self-doubt, and powerlessness leaving your being. Visualize a weak, dull energy evaporating and dispersing away from you intuitively. Repeat this process as needed. And right next to it is the earth section with bumblebees. I have a bee right there, queen bee bitch. And yeah, if bees have a significance to you, if kitty cats of your raw Egyptian side have one to you as well, then so be it. And yes, let's sit quickly. Hold a stone. Usually it could be your black stone, but this will do. I release and let go of all the energies that no longer serve me. I give them back to Mother Gaia in love, light, and magic, and ask the divine source, our creative power, our creator, to fill us with all the magic and light and love of the universe. We are grateful and thankful to you. We love you so much. We feel your blessings. We receive your blessings. We believe in trust and are. And I think that's all I have to say for that. Release and let go. Give it back to Mother Gaia, as always. And picture your beautiful glowing star up there, just bright and shining, connecting with your third eye, connecting with your heart, aligning all your chakras, every color of the rainbow, up to your crown, all spinning in clarity, coherency, synchronicity of your divine magic and purpose. From below, so above, and from above, so below, yin and yang. We bless all the energies within us, the dark and the light, for it makes gray as the world, in my opinion, should be, plus full of rainbows and magic, as without the gray clouds and the rain, there would not be a beautiful rainbow at the end of the day. Ashe, ashe, amen. Thank you. All right. Well, it's a pretty long reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I was thinking of pulling an angel card, but I don't know if I need it. Let's see what pops out. Is there an angel card for us today? Or was that the message? Oh, that's way too many, Spirit. Not gonna happen. So I'm gonna take that as a no. Oh, but there's one way over here. So I'll take that as a yes. Freedom! 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 Be free. Be the bird, free from its cage. Thank you, Angel of Freedom. Thank you so much. We are so humbly grateful and thankful for this life and for all the energies you bring us. And the magic, just the magic. Loves it, bitch. Funny enough, I just clicked the camera off and then my finger was already on the freedom page. I choose to be free to be my true self. I choose to be free to be my true self. Amen. Symbols: green field, bird, airplane. I would love to travel, please. Dolphin, space, high mountain. Freedom. Despite the constraints of everyday life, we all have free will, and exercising it is an essential part of our spiritual journey. Freedom can feel risky and involves your taking responsibility for everything that you say or do. However, turning away from freedom and staying within safe limits or letting anyone else control your actions or thinking will restrict you as a person. The Angel of Freedom shows you that you have a choice to act with love in life or to react in fear. Choose love, bitch. Choose love. Trust your intuition. Ask the angel for the courage to follow your heart, to break free from restrictions, and to soar high, acting out of love for both yourself and others. Take the opportunities that the angel sends and give thanks to her for her help. We are so thankful to you, Angel of Freedom. Thank you so much for ending this reading with your blessed energy and your purity and your clarity. And our choice is ours, and we will respect ourselves and our love and our light within who we are and what we bring to this world. We are so humbly thankful and eternally grateful. Ashe, 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 amen. Om. And so it is. And I close out this reading in all the love and light and magic of my divine self. And thank you so much for being here. I hope it helped someone out there. And again, like and subscribe if you would like to. And I appreciate you. From my heart to yours, Virgo Star. Out. Hi. I just forgot to add something at the end. Not sure how important it might be. And I just made myself some delicious cabbage and bacon and onion and all that shit. Anyway, and my yoga mat behind me because I'm gonna force myself to get working, and that's me editing this video right now. Anyway, I forgot that when I was trying to talk about like messages and stuff and how you can perceive them, I wasn't gonna share this at first. I tried to make a funny quick video at last night, and ignore my greasy hair, okay? Anyway, I was getting like visions of like the sunrise and stuff over the ocean and the autumn and whatever sun colors, which to me represented my poem. And then I saw like a moth to a butterfly, which is transformation. And then I saw like spider spirit. I saw its eyes, and in my mind, staring into a spider's eyes is like looking into universal wisdom. So something about like maybe my poem or whatever it is, maybe these messages hold universal wisdom, and you are transforming. I don't know. Anyway, that's just a way that you can interpret sight and vision if you don't know. And whatever comes to you comes to you. Also, you can ask like spirit to have certain visuals that represent certain things. Like my great grandfather, I said like if I see like a pocket watch, even though he was country, like a Canadian, but he was married to my great grandmother who was English. So I was like, maybe a teacup and stuff can represent her, or a lipstick tube. Maybe a pocket watch can represent him. My ghosty girl, Leonora Grace Wright, maybe a gorgeous jack-o'-lantern, you know what I mean? Just whatever makes sense to you. And then if those visuals come through, that is them. Anyway, and then just a quick random message, but I also, before I was going to bed, like I kept getting these visuals of Titanic and Atlantis, Titanic and Atlantis. And I was like, I already talked about this, but okay. I still don't know what it means, not yet, but I just can't help but say there is some connection between Titanic and Atlantis, like both of them sinking, all the souls lost, different eras, history repeats. So there's something there. Okay, that's all I can say. My video cut off, so I was saying history repeats itself. Anyway, not sure how that'll help anyone out there, but leave a comment below. Love you. And I'm gonna put up my poem, Noches Estrelladas. Anyway, enjoy. Love you all. Bye. Noches Estrelladas. To be left alone is to be free in thy soul, to have hope to begin again and again. For an artist's way is never done. Thank the heavens for that. Create, breathe, bring joy, repeat, as many times as it takes. The moments are ours to make. Release, let go, breathe in, and be fulfilled in your own light. Source, the divine creator I am. Water seeks its own level, and water rises collectively. Artists seek other artists. You are never alone, dear one, and that is your reward. Stay golden in the light, blessed by the stars and the moon and sun. Freedom is upon us all in the breaking dawn of twilight autumn.